This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw is Cousins. Buying time to his left. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Second down, Cousins. And complete on the right side to Bennett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They begin the drive with Hill. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or worse, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against him on that one and hit him big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. And they're going to go soft on the corners. He'll try again with the arm here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Yeah, maybe a little of both. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
A big pickup there on the run. 34 yards.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
Here's Blunt. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
They go play action. Cousins. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Caught left side. Bennett. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Play fake. Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That's caught at the 3. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Martellus Bennett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
This is Hill. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And a great spot to start this drive from here. carry for Blunt. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game? I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
His throw incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the 49ers coming in at 4-2, going up against the Giants, who come in at 4-2. With that, let's get out west to Santa Clara, where we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. The play clock's running down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Not my confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
Let's go. 51 to fight, boys, 51.
Cousins now on second down. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47th.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third and short yardage. Cousins being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Malcolm Smith may have entered the league without a lot of fanfare, but how about it culminating with an MVP award in the Super Bowl?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. A gain of 32 that time.
If the post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play fake. Cousins. His throw caught right around the 6. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their...
And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Giants. 71 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out at the sky.
10 yards to go on 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, he got an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And he'll be happy he got a second chance so quickly after missing the first one. Now he's got the confidence back up before we even finish the first quarter.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've had to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Let's go!
2nd down, Cousins. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Caught, left side, Bennett. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on it.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take. A timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And Jeffrey's got it. 12 yards is the pickup there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 38. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd and goal. But still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. This is where it gets fun because this is a big decision coming up. Listen to the crowd. You can tell they've already made their decision. You know they want them to go for it. But the big decision does rest with the head coach. What will he decide to do?
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Denard Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Again, here's Blunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's how you run the football and run a successful.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
He'll run it here with Blunt, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
So he stays up, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
2nd down, goal to go from the 6. Now Blunt. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. A try here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be first down, Giants. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
No gain, and it's second down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send the blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And they give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out on the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll drop the throw, eluding the pressure right. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On play action, Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. 3rd and long for Cousins. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And now here's a carry heading left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with an acrobatic catch. And the Giants have taken the lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, this is Denard Robinson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
12 yards on the pickup, and the 49ers are going to get it first. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. So they're on that play. Offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that? Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
Play fake. Cousins. Going right side, he has Witten. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they're going to speed things up here. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Martellus Bennett in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And his kick is good. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
They'll set up a throw, and this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
To throw, Cousins. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing, Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! Detroit!
Third and long for Cousins. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This will be caught at about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice...
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Denard Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And New York set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. For a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
And complete on the right side to Bennett. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they'll go on the ground. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Play clock winding down. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 54 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And on the left side, he's got Witten. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On the run, it's Robinson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And quickly, they get to the line. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
Good call.
And they'll run it here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go. 1, 9.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And now out come the Giants. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like they're...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, kicking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8.
And it's a fumble. He hurdles him.
Should get
And now the rookie's free. And he cuts left, and he's got an alley. 20, 10, 5, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And they're able to up the lead by one more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Here, Cousins finding time. He's going to fire, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right on the 30. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. There was no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.